we believe in the Idaho Core Teacher Network is the importance of honoring local culture. When we started to form this network, we, as coaches, traveled around to all the different districts and had a lot of conversations with teachers and administrators, surveying their needs and interests and figuring out how we could best differentiate our program. One example of this in action is I have a very vivid memory of 2 teacher leaders that came into our program. During the first workshop, they expressed that they just really felt underprepared for the Idaho Core and how to help their students make this transition. And when I mentioned providing training to other teachers in their districts, they just really couldn't imagine being a teacher leader. And yet, though they entered the program with caution and a little bit of nervousness, they began using out the strategies and trying out what we were suggesting. They began to see huge student growth, and that really inspired them to see the possibilities and what this could mean for their community and for their students. So they threw themselves into their coursework. They worked really hard. They dug in. They asked great questions. They sought out information from the coach, but also from other teachers from across the state in similar rural areas and contexts. They then took all of that knowledge, and they were some of the first to actually turn around and offer professional development to their teachers. They have made a great plan for the coming school year, and they're excited to work with their community, with their teachers, to do what's best for their kids. Another example of how we honor local culture is that we are facilitators of dialogue and collaboration between administrative teams and our core teacher leaders. A great example of this is the Filer School District. The principal and the core teacher leader have worked together to build a really healthy relationship of respect, leaning on each other's expertise and really acknowledging each other's perspectives from both directions, working together. They've created a system that helps them analyze the resources that they have and how they can use those resources, leverage them to meet their needs.
So today we're going to just start off with getting to know the Idaho Core a little bit better. Our goals for today is to build deeper understanding of the Idaho Common Core, takeaway strategies to implement in your classroom. The essential question we'd like you to think about today is, how will the Idaho Core change the way we teach ELA?
The principal has even created a structured system so that the teacher leader can have time in her day to coach other teachers and to plan and facilitate workshops. This collaboration between administrators and teachers is happening across the state in districts of all sizes, even in our one-room schoolhouses where our teacher is having dialogue with the school board and community members, up to smaller districts, medium districts, and larger districts.
Something powerful in Region 4 was seeing the larger districts come together. It was amazing to see classroom teachers, principals, curriculum directors, and instructional coaches sitting together around the same table, networking and making connections. They were able to reach across district boundaries, grade levels, content area, and even actual bridges to work together with the specific focus of improving instruction for all Idaho children.
The important thing about Endeavor is that we are family, caring about each other, laughing, having fun. We have a shared belief about learning, a safe place where we grow, make mistakes, and be free of judgment, a place where we believe everyone can learn and has the right to learn. But the important thing about Endeavor is that we are a family.
This training allows them to return to their school and to share their deeper understanding of what the standards have to offer.
I think there also has to be the application level of the student.
More buy-in that way.
That was my only thing. She was cross-curricular. It's a science class. One of the kids in his evaluation number was saying, "It's not English class. Why do you have us write so many essays?" And I was like,
so she not only takes ownership for her subject, but then she takes ownership for others.
Yeah,
as well.
There were sub-choices that they could choose from. That whole idea of emphasizing student choice really empowers the student to really take that learning where they want to go. And as far as assessment is concerned, it allows them to choose what they want to be assessed on, so that there's multiple ways that they can be successful on that exam.
Cindy and Dottie found each other in the first workshop. They noticed that they were from similar districts of similar size and similar needs and demographics. They began to work together to explore the concepts that were in the training, but also how they could address the needs of their districts together. They created teacher surveys so that they'd have data to show what their teachers knew and needed. They created workshops together and delivered them together. So by crossing district lines, they were able to share the load. Now the interesting thing about this, it's quite powerful, is that this was completely teacher initiated. Nobody told them or even directed them to do so. It just happened naturally, because when educators get together and talk, that's when the real growth occurs. So the network allows for districts across the state to come together and create a network of consistency without conformity.